Hi everybody, we are on our final day and I told you a little bit about unlocking your parenting potential yesterday. Thank you to everyone who's joined. It's so exciting to have such a beautiful group already ready to get going in a few weeks' time. So if you've enjoyed this few days, is that the right word? If you found it helpful doing this challenge, then UPP might be for you. So do check out the link, see what you think. We cover all sorts of different topics like being more present with our children, finding acceptance for some of the things that we can't change, setting boundaries, all sorts of areas that I personally have found really challenging in my parenting journey and have worked to find ways to make shifts in those areas so that my parenting gets easier. I don't feel like peaceful parenting is the easy path. I certainly haven't found it an easy path. And there are things we can do to make the shifts we want to make to become more of the parent we want to be. Okay, so, I just really wanted to quickly tell you a few of the things people have said about UPP, and you'll see some of the testimonials popping up in the group over the next few days and weeks before we get going. So hopefully you'll see if it kind of resonates with you, if it seems like the sort of work you want to be doing right now. People have said things like, it's a real life changer, it opened my mind, one of the best courses I've ever done, I feel like a different person, a profound gift, and I cannot recommend this course enough. So if that's kind of speaking to you, if you want to be one of those people saying, yeah, I really had some significant shifts towards being the parent I want to be, then just look it up. And again, I know things are tough right now. Get in touch if you need some support with the finances and we will make it work. All right. So we were looking at how we wanted things to look and thinking about why we want to make the changes we've been talking about. And today we're going to focus on small steps of action. And one of the things that I think is really, really difficult in these sorts of, making these sorts of journeys towards shifts in our lives is that there are so many things we could do that we often get mired down and end up doing nothing. So it's really key to think about what we could be doing, yep, sure, but then think about one small achievable step that we can take towards whatever it is we're trying to move towards. Okay, so my question for today, what small steps could you take to move you towards your vision of how you want things to look? Yesterday's vision. And then the second part of the question is, what small step will you actually take? So first of all, you're just writing down anything you can think of that might help you. And then you're going to think, well, which of those can I start with? Which small step? Or maybe a couple, but we want to keep it achievable. So what small step will I actually take? Okay. Yes, and I wanted to give you a little tip for today. It's another one that I think is actually really difficult, although on the face of it, it sounds really, really easy. But, we're used to putting everybody else first as parents. And the more I learn, the more I understand about this journey, the more I believe that we really have to look after ourselves really well, as best we possibly can, in order to be the parent we want to be, live the life we want to live. But again, we've got to start small. So my tip for today is have a think about finding some ways that you can give back to yourself. And I am talking small. I am talking when you make your cup of tea, instead of doing 6 other things at the same time, when you take that first sip, savor it for 5 seconds. I'm talking small. It could be just taking a few seconds to look outside the window and go, oh, wow, you know, look at that tree, look at that sunshine, or whatever, however the weather is where you are. And one that I really, really love is when I get into bed. That's our neighbours, bless them. Is when I get into bed at the end of the day, is really just taking a few moments to go, oh, I love this bed, you know, I'm really comfy right now. All right, that is it for the challenge. I can't believe it. I don't know how we got from Monday to Friday so quickly. Anyway, thank you to everybody who's engaged. I know there have been people in the group who've engaged and shared there, and obviously lots of you will have seen that. There have been people getting the information via email and engaging. There are people who've said, oh yeah, I've got some space, I'm going to do it next week. That's fantastic. Other people have just been doing it quietly for themselves in the background. However you've chosen to access this work and make shifts for yourself, then I'm really, really celebrating and honouring that you've chosen what works for you. And thank you all for being a part of this community. All right, I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.